You want me
No,
to,
it's your
guys?
turn.
I can just do it. I can take over.
Yeah, fuck
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Welcome in, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, official millennials.
All right, hold on.
No, I'm not actually doing it. You do it. I'm just
It's all right.
Oh gosh,
we outsource the intros. It's all good.
Yeah. We outsource them.
It's gonna be really bad now. It's gonna be like, hey guys, it's Bloomer here.
Right.
Oh, I guess I'm doing the intro still. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, official millennials, Bloomer for the win here, being joined by my host today. Which direction? This way. Peach Z and Crazy. Guys,
What
thanks
up,
for having me on the
everybody?
show.
Prost.
What's up, Prost? Welcome to Circle of Jerks.
Yeah, now I'll let you guys actually take it for real.
Peach was the culture appropriation over there.
Oh, am I? Oh,
You say salute like a real man.
salute. Just restart the intro music.
All right, we're gonna take this one. Stop, everybody.
Let's do it.
No, welcome in, man. It's glad to have you. I know we've been stalking you for a couple months, so
Yeah, I like to think that's what the appropriate word is. Stalking, yeah, 100%. Hanging out, being friends, stalking, whatever, right?
we've been tracking your progress the past few months, and we're very happy.
Thank you. I'm taking it as a compliment. No matter what, you can't throw anything at me that's not going to be like, wow, they really like me. This is great.
Fair.
No, actually, I mean, your stream personality is just magnetic.
Oh, thank you.
So you were automatic, like you hooked me. I think I watched your stream for 5 minutes and I was hooked.
I super appreciate that. Honestly, I mean, people talk like stream personality. It's just who I am. I'm very much so. I'm me. I'm very out there. I know I'm out there. When I was a kid, I was super not popular because I was who I am right now. But now, thank God, as we've gotten older, as society has changed, the internet's become such a major thing. Being a nerd kind of became cool. So
yeah, it really did.
So now suddenly I went from being super unpopular to now like at least 11 people will hang out with me every day.
So
I'm just happy with my two.
What's up? Oh my god, I don't know how to say this, but Zenland's Jess. Thank you for that follow. I'm so sorry I missed it. Lizzie Buff, thank you for that follow from earlier. Bloomer for the win. Thank you for that follow.
Huge. So, the crew is representing today. I love it. Thanks, guys.
So I do have to admit, when Crazy told me about your stream, this was like what, 6-8 months in the making, in the works. Right?
I think it was February. Yeah, mid that long. It's been about 4 months, yeah.
Oh, okay. No, wait. February? So 6 months. Yeah. So I have to ask you, thank you for that follow, Mr. Conan.
Pog. Good man, Mr. Conan. Throwing that out there.
What got you streaming?
Oh my gosh. So I've been streaming now for way longer than I like to even admit. Like 5.5 years now, give or take.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like not quite OG, but I was in the first wave of like when people started to realize that Twitch was kind of becoming a bit more mainstream and all that. So I got involved. My really good friend, his username is Wow Hobbs. You guys, if you've played World of Warcraft, you may have watched his old YouTube videos. Even he was the #1 most subscribed World of Warcraft person at one point on YouTube.
That's pretty
so.
Cool.
Does he cosplay or no?
No, he doesn't cosplay.
No, okay. I think it's not. Yeah, okay.
Just as a 40-year-old man. But he's a super good dude, very legitimate, very real. And he and I, we kind of just became friends in real life. And he got talking to me about like what he's doing and everything. And I kind of fell in love with the concept of like, wow, you could do this. This is possible. So, and he was making a living wage, enough that he was paying his mortgage down. He was supporting his family. And to me, I was like, that's incredible. How do I get started? He told me basically a PC gets yourself going. I said, well, I don't have one. He said, tell you what, I'll build you one out of old spare parts. He charged me probably $300, I think it was, for probably like a $600 or $700 computer. And he lent me a monitor to get started. He lent me a microphone and said, good luck. I went live. I could play Rocket League and I could play Hearthstone on the computer. That was it. I got started with Rocket League, and I remember, I think it was my second stream. Maybe, yeah, it was probably my second stream. I had somebody come in and hung out with me for probably like an hour and a half. Not like the whole thing or anything, but I was like, this is the most incredible experience in my life. I want to keep doing this. And I've been hooked ever since. I like, again, 5.5 years later, I still stream minimum for usually 5 or 6 times a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're almost daily. Yeah.
Yeah. I usually take Wednesdays off. I didn't today. I'm taking tomorrow off instead. I just kind of wanted to try out the Wednesday stream thing again. And I usually take Sundays off just because I feel like I should probably pretend like I'm working in real life too.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the bank keeps calling saying like, Bloomer, you really do have to pay your mortgage this month. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Get fucked. We're in a pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You want me to leave my house? How dare you? Click.
I still can't stay in the house. Nope, I gotta get out.
Yeah, it's funny. I get out every day to walk the dog, stuff like that. But I'm very much so a homebody. My whole thing in life is always collect as many things that I want in my house so I don't have to leave it. So
exactly.
Yeah, guitars. I got my VR. I've got different video game consoles. I've got like my nice TV now. I get my workout equipment downstairs. Like, what do I really need to leave the house for anymore?
See, that's what I need to finish doing. I need to finish getting all my workout equipment. It's just been a pain in the ass. But
it's expensive too.
Yeah, no, definitely expensive. 5.5 years, Jesus.
Yeah.
We've only been doing this for like a year almost.
Yeah. But obviously you like it because you're still consistently doing it. And I'll tell you the truth. I see it all the time because I've been doing it for so long. I see people that come in, they stream, whether it's a week, a month, 6 months, whatever it is. And you can tell that they just don't have the passion for it. So they give it up. And with streaming, the problem is because so many people are streaming. Everyone is a streamer these days. If you don't have passion for it, people are going to see that really quickly and they're going to lose interest. And when they start losing interest and you as a streamer see your numbers dipping, you're going to lose interest and it just ends up being a chore. And I cannot tell you how many people I've seen come and go from Twitch or even YouTube streaming. I've seen people on Facebook even doing the streaming that just, they don't make it happen because they just didn't have the passion.
We can say we've been streaming long enough that we started on Mixer.
Wow. There you go.
It was because of me that we started on Mixer, and then immediately, oh wait, maybe we're going to Twitch instead.
Yeah. I was at a Twitch meetup in Toronto one time. This was obviously well before pandemic times, but I went to this Twitch meetup, official meetup, and I thought it was so strange. But there was these 2 people from Mixer, and they were just pushing, like, you gotta move, take the move, make the move. And I was tempted. I thought about it. I was like, maybe that is the situation. So I went over to Mixer and I looked, and I really recognized very quickly that, yeah, there was a lot less streamers, but there was no viewers. Literally every single person on Mixer was a streamer. And it just, I was like, I can see where this is going to go, but I think I'll give it a couple months just to see what happens. And I'm pretty sure 2 months later, they closed the door. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the biggest downfall is that, like you said, it was all other streamers. So it's like all you would ever get is come follow me, come follow me, come follow me. And it's just like, bye. Yeah, unless you had big name recognition that you can bring viewers in.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, if you were Ninja going over to Mixer, excuse me, you'd bring some viewers with you, no questions asked.
Yeah.
BloomerForTheWin going to Mixer, it might, like, maybe I could have brought like 2 or 3 people over, but it wasn't going to be enough to be like, well, now I've made it, everyone. Like, let me quit my day job and I'm a full-time streamer again. Like, see you later.
So, to move on to our next question, How did you get the name Bloomer for the Win?
So it's not a really good story, to be honest. I wish I could tell you, well, like I was fighting a grizzly bear the other day. No, it's
I mean, you totally could.
Okay, let's go with it. So I was fighting some grizzly bears, and there was a flower blooming in it. It's honestly, Bloomer's been my nickname my entire life. It's just a play off my last name, nothing crazy. And then whenever I would always type into a video game or whatever, I'd always try and grab Bloomer as a name. It was taken a lot of the time. Sometimes you could get it, but not very often. So I needed something to add on to it. And I didn't really know. I didn't want to put like a number. I didn't want to be one of those guys with like Bloomer 69, LOL, you know? Like, it felt mature, right? So I was like, how do I do this? What can I do? And so growing up back in the day on the internet, FTW, originally I was told, stood for fuck the world. And I apologize. I don't know what sort of language I'm allowed to say here.
You're fucking
we're good.
We don't fucking care.
It stood for fuck the world. And I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of negative, right? So, but then I saw everyone saying for the win. And I was like, hey, I like that. So, but then when I was typing it out, Bloomer FTW, I was like, people are going to say fuck the world all the time. And I didn't know that wasn't really a thing at all anymore. But so I was like, I better spell the whole thing out, like, and make it so I have the longest username on all of Twitch. And here we are now. Bloomer for the win.
See, I would have totally been in your chat saying, Bloomer fucks the world.
So you know that song, The Man Who Fucked the World? It's about Bloomer. So along with being out of curiosity, is it Mr. Bloomer? Is it Mr. Win? Mr. For the Win? Bloomer?
Yeah, you please, Mr. For the Win's my father. Yeah, Bloomer is good across the board. I like to make the joke because people ask me about my real name a lot, and I always say it's like, oh well, it is Bloomer, and then it's Forthwith, and Forthwith is my last name, which is where For the Win came from because it's so similar. And so far, I think I've had about 3 people believe me, and then they very quickly were like, "Wait a minute, that's stupid."
Hold on, let me think.
You know what?
That doesn't make sense.
I'll tell you what. I know it's a lie, and I'm gonna choose that to be the truth because some information that I have here about you, your ASL information. You're 19, female from California, and you have an A cup bra size. And that's from today.
You know, I was gonna say I didn't recognize the A cup was gonna be brought up. I'm so embarrassed. God just didn't bless me with a B or C. It's fine. Yeah, I like all men on the internet. I'm a 19 female from California. That's true.
Yep, I am also 19 female.
But if it makes you feel better, I just wanted to have some A's somewhere.
I knew I'd get there. Told you, teacher.
Jesus. So
I gotta derail Peach for a second.
Yeah.
So, out of all your guitars, which one's the favorite, and what's her name?
So I'm seeing if I can point towards this one. The Gretsch Electromatic is by far my favorite. It's the most expensive truthfully, if you added up the 3 top guitars, it almost is as much as the Gretsch. Now, this is where I get controversial here because everyone asks, like, what's the names? What are all the names of them? I've never forced the name on any of my guitars. I don't know. I don't look at it and go, you know, Shelly the Seafoam Green. You know, like it just doesn't, I don't know. It just didn't work for me. So it doesn't have a name besides just the Gretsch. I still just refer to her as the Gretsch. And, you know, the only one that actually has a name is the one beside it, this one right here. And that's Wicked Wanda. It's Wicked Wanda.
Nice.
It's a Wicked. So really, really creative with the WW thing, you know? Clever.
I'll be honest, mine has a name.
Okay.
Jeez. Her name is,
Jean.
Fuck, no. I already... Helena, there you go.
Wow.
I blanked on the name.
An awful situation at the bar, let me tell you. The next morning, you're like, what's the name again? Oh, of course I know your name. It's
Janine. It's Samantha. Oh, well, get out then.
Yikes.
No, I blank out on names all the time. Like one time I even forgot Ethan's name right here. I was like, scruffy dude, German. I know him. He's good friends. He's the electrician.
Crazy. I feel like you'd make a great drummer. I don't know if you've done a lot of drumming, but you got the hair for it, you know?
Out of all the instruments that I have limited knowledge of, that's the one I have the most of.
I gotta tell you, I can just see you just like going to town hitting the drums, and oh yeah, that's headbanging right there, 100%. I'm ready to start.
If it makes everyone feel better, I washed my hair this morning just for this.
Wow. La-di-da. I feel like I should have put deodorant on. Man. Right. I'm kidding. For the record, I have deodorant on.
I'm so worried we're gonna get kicked off Twitch because of your guns. Man.
Oh yeah, the gun show. This was before we were on stream, ladies. We were.
Oh, are we gonna start showing guns? Hold on.
Yeah.
There's
Let
a view.
My point too.
There's a view of Bloomer, so you can show off the guns.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let's do it again. Oh my gosh, they're so mild and not really impressive at all. Actually, like, really look at them close.
That's what 5,000 push-ups a day do.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's actually been. I gotta tell you, I love that about my stream right now. It was something I've done in the past a few times. Like I've done random push-up streams where subs are worth push-ups, bits, donations, all that. And, you know, sometimes people would donate and think it was fun to make me do 500-600 push-ups in a day. Other times, not at all. And I'd be like, well, what was the point? But a few months ago, probably just 2 or 3 months ago, I said, you know what? It's time to, the same way I learned how to play guitar thanks to stream. I got involved with Rocksmith, and I just made my chat commit me to playing every single day, no questions asked. And I learned from that. So I said the same thing. I was like, every day is a push-up stream now. 10 push-ups for every sub, resub, every 100 bits, every $1 donated as a push-up. Let's just see what happens. And today was a great example. I think in the end I did 520 or something push-ups, and I still owe another 400 for the day. So shit. It's like, yeah. So and that'll be I guess what Friday's stream. I'll be trying to catch up on those push-ups, but it's been really cool because they're kind of forcing me to be in shape and healthy, which is, it's apparently
damn you people.
Yeah, fucking people. I'm trying to eat McDonald's over here, you know?
Hey, John, 67874, thank you for that follow. We'll add those 10 push-ups to Bloomer's count.
God, no.
I'm just kidding.
Hey, so one time we tried to do like for every sub, we'll do this. And then I think the guest we had on, he's like, we'll drink. And yeah, at the end of the stream, we were all just shit-faced.
Oh, yeah.
It was a 2.5 hour stream. We're gone.
Yeah. I've done the drinking stream thing before. Now I'm an old man, though, who doesn't drink very often. So I had 3 beers. I'm going to say, gosh, it must have been a month and a half ago now. And those 3 beers put me on my ass. Like I was like ready to friggin' strip and run down Main Street, you know, like it was, I was gone. And it's so funny because you don't feel like you're getting older until you really realize you're getting older. Because back in college, I mean, if I had 14 beer in a night, it was like, all right, yeah, like I guess someone else should drive, whatever. Like that's a good
right
idea.
Like 14 beers, that's a Tuesday night.
Yeah, that was seriously, it was like every night of the week. I mean, if you only had 12 or 14, like that was a pretty reasonable night. That was just hanging out with some friends. If you were going to the bar, it was like an 18 to 20 sort of drink night, and then you drink at the bar too. It's like, holy, what was I doing? My life was weird. I don't know.
Like, but it's funny, right? Because I've had an 18-pack on my counter for 3 months now, right? And I take a couple out, I put it in the fridge whenever I get one out. When I was 23, every day on the way home, me and my roommate, one of us would stop and grab a 24-pack every day.
Damn, just come on.
That's how it was for me. right after college, even I had a roommate, my good buddy, he's on Twitch as Cosmo. And we would realistically, I mean, pretty much every dime we had was going towards either alcohol or another now legal in Canada medicinal substance. And that was all we did. Like we drank and we smoked and we occasionally, I guess, would go to work. I don't really even know what else,
Right.
So
it's funny. We were talking about it the other day because Peach's fiance, I actually went to high school with, right?
Okay.
So we've been friends that long. So we've been drinking since we were like 16. And now she's like, she's always the mom, but now she's really like the mom. And it's like, come on, drink. Come on, do it.
So you guys have some pretty good drunken stories about each other, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah. The worst possible stories are the ones we know.
Wow.
Yeah. I know my best story that I'll never remember is that me and my roommate, we had a couple of girls that we'd always drink with, and they always would drink half of a cooler and they'd just be lit. Like they were so drunk, and we were like, how is this possible? This doesn't even make sense. So we decided on a whim one night, we got a 24 case of Mike's Hard Lemonade. And whatever, we're like, ooh, girly drinks, haha. And we had a pizza that we split down the middle, and we cheersed, and we both chugged one. We're like, wow, that went down smooth. Okay, I guess that's why the girls drink them. Open a second, and each slice we had one, and then we just kept drinking. And within about an hour 15, the case was gone. We were finished, and we were just having the best time. Like, this is such a great, whoa, what a great drunk. Don't wonder why the girls do this. We're gonna do this all the time. And then I think I went to the bathroom because I was sick, and then I passed out on the bed. And the next morning I woke up and I was like, dude, I'm sorry, I ruined the night. That's on me entirely. He's like, what are you talking about? You passed out for nearly 2 minutes before you got back up. Oh man, I don't even know I know we ended up going for like a walk to the downtown, and like we ran into people in a parking lot apparently that we thought they were gonna fight us, and I don't even know what happened. It was just, yeah, the stories from your youth, right?
That's one of the reasons I don't hang out with Grey Goose anymore.
Oh man, we all have a few of those ones, right? For me, well, one is the Mike's Hard Lemonade, but then the other one, I think it's called Polar Ice Vodka. It's the vodka bottle with a little polar bear on it. Maybe that's
okay.
Canadian,
Yeah.
I don't know, but
no, it's Polar Ice. Yeah.
So that's another one. Drink a 26er of that in 30 minutes, then see how you feel, guys.
Oh, fuck no.
That was the sickest I've ever been in my life.
That's gonna be a no for me.
Yeah, strong recommended as a no.
The list of games you have aren't recommended as no's. I mean, Rocksmith is one, but you stream that as music. Pokemon Unite, I did see that you played a couple streams back. What did you think?
I love Pokemon Unite. I'm obsessed with that game. It didn't take me long. I was saying before the stream, it doesn't take me long to get into it and like want that to be my number one game. I was obsessed with Overwatch prior to this. I loved it. I was always a tank main. Overwatch, Blizzard, they kind of went a weird direction with a lot of things, and in game, we'll say for the moment, they went a weird direction with tanking in the game, which I didn't really enjoy, and I could see the direction they're trying to push Overwatch 2, and I was like, I don't know. Then Pokemon Unite came out, I tried it out, and I just instantly was like, this is it. This is my game now. And I pretty much every chance I get, every free moment I get right now when I'm not working, not streaming, and sometimes, I do stream it too, but I'm on it. I love that game. It is beautiful. It is such a well done game. Is it balanced? Debatably no, not yet. Is there a pay to win factor behind it? Yeah, if you're in the higher ranks, there is. But until you get to the higher ranks, anyone who's freaking out of the pay to win part of it, they just haven't played the game. They don't understand how to play a MOBA. It only really makes a difference. That +1 stat increase that you can get by like maxing out an item, it's going to make a difference if you're playing against other Masters players. If you're playing against a bunch of beginners, you could run no items and it makes no difference.
Yeah, like if I go into rank sessions, I'll with other people that I know that are streamers or that I've cultivated friendships with online, like we'll do pretty good, but when I'm playing randomly, it's a coin flip. Especially in the quick plays, like people don't give a fuck. They're out there testing characters. Like, you know what? My mains are Aura. Let me try Charmander this time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when you're playing in the standard, because it is Nintendo Switch, let's just be honest with each other, it's a different group on the Switch than it is necessarily if you're looking at like a PC League of Legends style game.
Yeah.
I really do believe that more often than not in standard, you might have one other person who's over the age of like 15 on your team, and then the rest of them are like a bunch of 6-year-olds that are borrowing their mom's Switch and just holding the one button and like pressing A over and over and over and hope, like, getting frustrated that they're not winning. That's because I've seen some really questionable game players in that mode. So
oh my god, I do too.
But the game itself is awesome. The game itself, and if you have some friends to play it with, like I have a crew that I pretty consistently have been playing with, and it's one of my most favorite gaming experiences I've had in the last 10 years.
Yeah, I do have to say it is definitely something different, and it feels like OG Pokemon. But plays different. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and I love everything about it, because I'm, again, we talked a little bit about this prior to jumping on here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a child of the 90s. I played Pokemon like no one's business. Pokemon Red, I can't even imagine how many hours I put into that game. Like I definitely start to finish minimum got my team of 600s. I'm going to say minimum 12, 13 times. Like a disgusting amount of hours into that game. So anything Pokemon, especially OG Pokemon, I'm right on it.
Now, for stream's sake, who's your favorite starter?
Ooh, well, okay. So OG starter, Pokemon Red, I grew up as, I was probably, I don't know if I was like 11 or 12 or something like that when I started. I chose Charmander. I power leveled Charmander up to Charizard. Probably by the time I was fighting Misty in the second gym battle, I already had a level 42 Charmander or Charizard. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. So the OG in me is like, I have to say Charmander, plain and simple. But I do love any of the OG starters. Charmander, Squirtle, Bulbasaur, any of those are respectable answers. If you come at me and say that, like, in the newest generation, this, like, I just keep thinking of Score Bunny. Score Bunny's okay, but like all those stupid ones.
Score Bunny was my main in Pokemon Sword.
yeah, and I played as Score Bunny too, actually, as in that one too. But
it's just like Score Bunny beat the whole game.
I can't compare like Score Bunny to Charmander though, because Charmander was just such a cool OG Pokemon. And again, because you were a kid, right? You were that age where it was like this 10-year-old going out on a journey. You were right around that age, and I mean, your little Charmander that breathed fire, had Ember Attack, became this badass, massive dragon type with huge wings out its back, and like it just flamethrower, and it was just such a cool Pokemon that it's my favorite starter by a long shot.
Not gonna lie, like the first Pokemon game that I had was Red, but I didn't choose Charmander as my first starter. I chose Bulbasaur.
Listen, it's been great to be on the show. It was really a pleasure, but
it's nice having you.
I stand by okay, I meme about like Charmander's the best, Squirtle's second, and like we don't talk to the Bulbasaur people.
Wow.
But no, the truth, wow. But no, the truth is, again, all three of them are great. I played Pokemon Red through with each starter individually, probably at least 3 times each. Definitely Charmander though got the nod from me.
Don't even come at me, because I'm gonna go get what do you call it? Fuck. Now my mind's blanking. The Weedle. I will get a Weedle, and I will beat all of y'all.
He's just gonna harden all the time.
Weedle.
He's gonna be the hardest Pokemon.
Tell me you chose Caterpie over Weedle. Come on now.
No.
Caterpie was way better than Weedle.
Butterfree is automatic on any, like, even in Sword, I have a Butterfree on my team.
You have to, dude. Nice. Super fucking
you
versatile.
have to, like, yeah, with air attacks plus sleeping powder, poison powder, you can't, right there.
For
Stun
me,
powder, that's all you need.
The one I never figured out as a kid, and it's really kind of almost embarrassing, is so when you have to fight against Brock, the first gym battle, He's a rock type Pokemon person, so
Yeah.
fire was bad. Charmander was always actually like hard mode in the original game because you were really weak against the first and second gym battle, which is where you're kind of like trying to ramp up. So there was a secret strategy that they told you to do, and that's to go off and find a Nidoran who can learn double kick, which was a fighting type move, and that's how you're supposed to beat him. I never clued into that. What I always did instead is I took my Caterpie, leveled it up to Butterfree, got it to Confusion, and I used Confusion to win. And so I, without a doubt, 10 out of 10 times, always had a Butterfree until I could no longer justify it on the team. And it was just as sad for me to let go of my Butterfree as it was watching Ash in the original anime, saying goodbye to Butterfree as it flew off with its pink mate. And that's a old reference if you guys didn't watch it.
First season,
yeah. I saw it.
The best season.
I saw it as an adult, but I saw
it. That still counts. That's actually extra credit because it means as an adult you went back and said, I need to know my lore. So I give you credit for that.
Thank you.
I mean, even we have this level of conversation. Like we talk to some streamers and they start going off. I'm just like, wow, you surpassed my knowledge in like 30 seconds.
Like, wait. What gen Pokemon is that? Oh, that's Gen 5. That's number 600 of the Pokedex.
Yeah.
I don't know that Pokemon. I stopped playing after Gen 3.
yeah. I actually went through. Gen 1 for sure was my main. Gen 2 I played a lot. Gen 3 I played it, but not a ton. Then I actually left Pokemon for a while because just life and you're an adult or college age adult, maybe adult light maybe is what I should call it. So you're leaving the training stages of life and moving into the real game. So I didn't have as much time to play Pokemon. So I left it for a while, but then I came back for probably the last like 3 generations. But now the problem is because I didn't play it all the way through, I'll be like, look at this sick new Pokemon. And people are like, Bloomer, pushing their glasses up from there. That's generation 4, and that's number 382 in the Pokedex, you moron. And I'm like, thanks, guys. I'm just trying out here.
Right. So, and I have to ask this only because we're already talking about Pokemon. Other than the OG 4 games, and that's, Red, the Japanese Green Edition, Blue and Yellow, which one was your favorite from Gen 2 and Gen 3? Because you played Gen 3.
I did. Now I'm trying to remember Gen 3, to be honest. Now, Gen 2, I went silver. I went silver and I got crystal as well. I'm trying to remember which one was 3 now. I'm so blanking.
So because that's when they did Hoot Hoot. Not
that was Gen 2.
That's Gen 2.
Yeah.
Gen 3 had Trico,
they got
the Mudskip.
Yeah, and
I was the cat-looking ones, right?
I was Torchic. I typically go fire starter. It's just I don't know. I think it's just a remnant of the whole Charmander thing. But fire starter is pretty consistently my first starter. I think it was Gen 2. It was definitely Gen 2 that I ended up choosing Chikorita first. And I gotta tell you,
Chikorita the worst.
Yeah, I kind of regretted my decision the whole way through my first playthrough. And that's kind of, it always stuck with me then that just go with the fire starter, Bloomer. You're going to want the fire starter. Go with the fire starter.
Chikorita was all right. It just, she was missing that extra attack, right?
You know what I didn't like?
The one that didn't have defense.
I ended up playing as the anime was going on. And the problem was I didn't like Chikorita in the anime. And that it ruined it for me. It straight up made me go like, this Pokemon's stupid.
I don't think they like Chikorita at all. I think Pokemon hated Chikorita.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird that Chikorita had such a huge crush on Ash and was like constantly trying to make out with Ash. I was like, I don't need to see that weird in my anime. That's
why is this Pokemon sexually assaulting people?
Yeah, exactly. A small child. Like, come on now.
So, other than Pokemon and other than push-ups for all, I had that in my notes here. Push-ups for all. I want you to know. I did manage to actually catch your starting screen, and that's like a compilation video with your face pasted all over the place.
Yeah, it sure is.
Which is fucking hilarious to see.
Yeah, I again, I've been doing it for a long time, so over the years I've collected a lot of really stupid content, and that's my favorite content, in all honesty. If people are left kind of going like, what is this, and like, what, this is what, and kind of laughing but also like, this is stupid, that's exactly the vibe I'm going for. So I mean, yeah, the intro that I'm using right now, it's mostly Iron Bloomer. So it's Iron Man scenes cut together with, yeah, my face over top of it. Or whenever it's like the Iron Man mask, it's my face with a pair of sunglasses on it, because that's, I don't know. It was kind of a tribute to Superman when I first got started with that whole concept. But anyways, yeah, I have a bunch of what I call face videos, where it's just my face plastered onto things that it shouldn't be. Like in Titanic, I'm Jack is holding me as I'm Rose, and I'm like, I feel like I'm flying. And
I was about to ask, were you Rose?
Yeah, oh, absolutely, absolutely. There's that one. I've got Spider-Man. So my buddy Oliver back here, my little stuffed otter, he's my sidekick on the stream, and he is Spider-Man, and I am again his girlfriend in it. And it's just, I don't know, I do a lot, yeah, and I do a lot of really stupid stuff like that. We have different videos as well for all the channel point redemptions, or at least for most of them. We've got, and they're all really stupid, like 10-second long, like Captain Canada, where I become my alter ego of Captain Canada, the superhero who wears a Canadian flag as a cape, and that's why he's still wearing his Captain Canada sidekick outfit right now, actually. So, and oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish.
I was just saying that, like, there's so many stupid things. So we have all these little videos for it. I don't know if you saw it today, but we have Oliver's backstory, where it's like a 5-minute video about like the behind the scenes of how Oliver ended up being like a huge celebrity, all the way down to just like the guest star on a mediocre Twitch stream.
And like, so like Laszlo in Grand Theft Auto.
yeah, exactly.
So where'd you get him? Because he looks like Bucky's beaver to us.
Yeah,
he kind of does from this angle, especially with all that red.
So yeah. I mean, I should tell like anyone from my chat that's listening should like earmuff right now, because this is one of those things that, Oliver's he's a fan favorite, so I don't want to take away from the mystique that is Oliver. But the real truth. No, it's fine. We'll just go with it. They're not listening. It's fine. No one listens to me. They're all just staring at you handsome men and being like, this is the content that Bloomer needs.
Wow.
So, wow. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, wow. Wow. Anyways, Oliver was actually my second choice. I know. I had a little beaver stuffy somewhere, and I wanted to do that because the Canadian thing, and I couldn't find him for the life of me. I had no clue where he was, but I found Oliver. That he was at this animal, like, not safari, but like a thing where you walk through it, and they had all the different like areas, like this is what, like, the animals in this area of the Canada, and this area of Canada, and you checked all these different areas out. And there was this stuffed otter that was, I think he was actually on clearance at the time. And I was like, hey, something to remember the trip by. So I got him, and he was sitting in the basement by himself, probably in like the storage area, just like upside down and dusty. And yeah, I thought to myself, I wanted to have something as like a stupid little sidekick, just something to have. So I was looking for this beaver everywhere, and I couldn't find it. I guess it came and gone in my life at some point. And I found Oliver, and his name wasn't Oliver on the name tag, but I clicked that off, and I said, guess what? Your name's Oliver now. And I put him down, and he was just in the background for a long time. I never said anything about him. I just left him in the background, and I wanted to see if anyone would ever mention it. And it took about almost 2 months. And somebody finally, because I had a thing that's still behind me, but it's off camera right now. But he was just sitting on it, and finally someone said, what is that otter thing in the background, by the way? And I was like, oh, Oliver, you don't mention, eh? And, I start off like, oh, he's so sweet and this and that. And then I was like, but then the thing you have to remember is he's a stuffed animal. And I whipped him back behind me. And it kind of it was a play off of the whole Alinity when she, yeeted her cat.
The cat, yeah.
So I started, Oliver gets yeeted all the time. And that's one of my channel rewards even is to yeet Oliver.
I was going to bring that up later. I mean, 15,000 points to yeet Oliver.
Yeah. So, and you know what? Are you okay if I was to right now pretend you just took 15,000 points and give you guys a free yeet Oliver?
Yeah.
I'm down.
I'm down. Let me zoom in on you.
No, normally,
can anyone in chat spend 15,000 points in some way?
Please.
We will pay the piper.
So Oliver normally gets a little video played of him as it comes in, and it goes at the end though. It's a zoom in on Oliver's face, and then you hear "finish him." Then it comes back to me and yeet, and that's it. That's the quality content you get on twitch.tv/BloomerForTheWin. So,
that's what I need right now is some little like rat dog just to take him and you see him drag off screen.
Sometimes there's been some good ones. Like he actually, I don't think you can see him sadly, but he did land on his feet right now. So again, just no different than Alinity's cat. It away and still lands on its feet. So, but the good news is I'm not, at least in theory, because it's a stuffed animal, I'm not going to have like animal services called on me, right? So
yeah. You'll just have stuffed animal services called on you, and that's just crazy going over there.
Build a bear.
Build a bear.
I'm calling Build a Bear on you.
The paperwork, it's insane with them, but you get over it.
You'll never be allowed to buy another one again.
Yeah.
Just so you know, they follow the same lines of OSHA on their fining.
Oh shit!
So
really?
it's a $10,000 fine.
Oh
yeah. Oh yikes! Okay,
that's like breaking a HIPAA violation.
And he's feeling great, guys. He's feeling really good, and he was so happy to get to hang out in that part of the room now. He's fine. Don't worry.
He wanted to take a nap over there.
You see the small pool of red just flowing onto the carpet. He's fine. He's sleepy Oliver.
So let's talk about dings.
Oh yeah. More quality content. Yeah.
But before anyone notices the pool of blood, let's talk about ding.
Yes.
So those are your channel points. Already, it's creative. I love it. It's unique. Like no one's gonna fucking forget what a ding is.
I hope not. It started off so again, I don't know, years and years of just bad quality content from my channel. I don't know what to tell you guys.
But if it's quality, it's not bad. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's a form of quality, right? It might not be very high quality, but it's a quality level. Mm-hmm. So the way it kind of came from originally was, I would just like wink at the camera, and then I always like to pretend, like I'd say, like imagine, like how like in like a cartoon or it would be like a little sparkle would come out, or and I always said it was the ding sort of noise. So I always started to do that. From there, I set up a webcam thing where I could zoom in the camera, and I did what was called the Bloom Zoom Ding. And of all the things, all the ways to sell out, I never would think this one would have worked, but it did. Is I said, but it's a $3 value. It's a $3. I would do it for free for people and be like, $3 value, by the way, ding. And it was the stupidest thing you could do. But then all of a sudden, this was years ago, before bits, before subs or anything like that for affiliates, before affiliates existed, people would all the time be dropping $3 when they came in and be like, Bloom Zoom Ding, Bloomer, Bloom Zoom Ding. So it started to become a thing. And all of a sudden it was actually like, I would get in an average day about 10 to 15 people dropping $3 saying, hey, Bloom Zoom Ding. So it's kind of stuck. And then when I had an emote, I was like, guys, because it was one emote at the time for affiliate. I was like, what do you guys want as an emote? And everyone was like, overwhelmingly, it needs to be the ding face, like no questions asked. So it became that. And then there were channel points. And I was like, well, what are we going to do? I guess we have to do dings. What else could it be? So that's just been, it's been my shtick now for far too long, but it's fun.
I know you guys can hear it, but while you were talking about your dings and the Bloomer dings, I downloaded a ding sound.
See, already higher quality production value than I've ever had, where I'm just like, ding!
You might not hear
You've been here for 30 seconds about like, what are these dings thing? Oh, like, hey, look at this quality. And I'm like, ding.
You've missed so many things, Peach.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Just hold on.
The rest of this stream now is just gonna be me like winking at the camera and just waiting for it, seeing if it happens.
Hey, you might not be able to hear them, but I'm dinging as I go.
I do hear them now. I do.
Jesus.
Oh man.
So from now on, every single time someone says ding, I'm now required to use the ding sound. Like,
wow.
Just for the stream.
You're gonna regret this. Yeah, I was gonna say 10 years from now or 5 years, whatever. Someone's just like, I got my ding, and you're just normally when people are talking about dings, they're not talking about winking. There you go.
Hey, I was
Peach is waiting with his finger like this. Just come on, do it. Move.
Say the word. Say the word.
Move the hand.
Damn it! I keep accidentally clicking it.
We'll time it together. We'll do a good one, okay?
Right.
3, 2, 1.
There you go.
I kind of. There we go. There we go.
The stream caught it. So
that's the important.
We'll fix it in post. It's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So for your dings, you have a mod for the day with 30,000 dings. You have Oliver's backstory, which I did get to see today. And that one costs 20,000. We get to yeet Oliver, which is 15,000 dings. We have a stage 3 Captain Canada and Captain Canada sidekick for equally 14,000 dings each.
This is true.
I'm trying to keep up with every single time I say them. Yeah. Now, some notable mentions: the background change, which you kind of did show us a little bit, but I'm not entirely certain if that involves like software background change or just physical background change.
That's what I actually got. I should delete that one because so the thing is, before I reworked my whole office, that's the wall I used to be facing, and this wall here is the one that was behind me. And at the time, I thought I was so tired of using a green screen. I thought to myself, it's a way easier thing to do. Let's just paint the whole wall green. So I painted the whole wall green. So I had this great background that I was able to do change background on super easy. I had like 20 different things. They were everything from, like my main character in Overwatch, Reinhardt, with my face on it. There was like me as a ninja. There was like all these different things, again, where it was just like I'd take a picture, plaster my face on it, and be like, look, it's me. And I had a couple of just cool backgrounds as well, but I never used those because I was always super conceited and wanted my face on everything. So wow. That's surprise. The guy with the bloomy ding emote.
Got it.
Did we get it? Yeah,
I got it that time.
I was trying to do it nice and slow, so there was like a build up into it. But yeah, so that's what it was from, and it's still there, I guess, because I haven't done it. But everything, I know you're probably going to get to them, but I have Bloomer Wears a Hat, where I would put on a stupid hat for 10 seconds. I pose at the camera, do things like that, and then I throw the hat away. Like, thanks for the
yeah, just eat it like Oliver.
Throws in the trash, never worn again.
Yeah,
never.
I hope you're all happy.
That's what that is. You wear the hat once and you donate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure. Let's go with that. I'm such a great person. Yeah. Yeah. To all the children who needed a hat, it was donated.
Look, kid, it's only slightly used. All right, calm down.
Real quick. Can we get a wink from everyone? There you go.
All over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's to me when the channel points came out, I was very much so a believer of a lot of people weren't using them beyond just like the ones that Twitch automatically had in it. So I was like, I got to do something with this. I got to try and have some fun with it, because Twitch gives us these tools, and let's just be real. Discoverability on Twitch is not great. They don't have a lot of ways now, but the thing is, I also, even though I want to blame them because I want to be like, hey, like, get me hundreds of viewers. That's what I want. I can't. It's up to me to do that, and they're providing me the ability to stream on their platform, and that's enough. So at that point, it's me taking the tools that they do provide and running with them. Now, was it worth the time and energy for some of those things in the different videos? Debatably no, but at the same time, it was done, and it's one of those things where whenever I had the opportunity to spend 3-4 hours on a stupid video just to put together for something, I feel like if I can get a good laugh once or twice, then it was worth it. So that's a big part of where all my different channel point things came from.
I get it. I'm about it.
Look, Twitch, if you're listening right now, we don't care about Coinbase being on the front page all day long. Put one of us.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been saying this for the longest time, and I don't understand why Twitch hasn't done this yet. It's so obvious. It's so easy to me. Why don't they make it so no different than how on TikTok you just scroll through, or all these different things, they recommend stuff to you? Why doesn't Twitch just have something like that with clips?
So
very easy.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have a category for everything, popular, hot, whatever. But then you can also be like, okay, I want to watch Overwatch clips. I want to watch Pokemon Unite clips. I want music clips, whatever. And just go that and then scroll through the clips. And if you like the person, drop them a follow.
You heard it here first. Trademark. You got to go to BloomerForTheWin if you want that, Twitch. We will sue.
But I won't charge you too much, I swear. Yeah.
So you heard the end of the thing, but I do have to admit one thing. I was on TikTok earlier today, and as I'm scrolling and getting like everything that's always on my For You page, I did catch a live stream, but it was a restream of this like Minecraft game for like $10,000 between teams.
Okay.
And it was being restreamed from Twitch to TikTok. So, I mean, there's definitely a market somewhere. So,
one thing they don't touch or they never do anything with is like the hype trains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody gets a level 5 hype train, that's a lot of money moving through their stream at that one time.
Yeah.
Why can't they get some FaceTime on the front page? Like even if it's, 30 seconds or a minute,
Yeah, it would be neat if they had something like that for sure. I don't put a lot of hope or faith into the idea that they're going to implement any of these things. I still hope. I don't know why. Like clips it's such a major part of the culture of Twitch to get clips and to take them. But then the problem is, be realistic about it. How many of your clips that in like, for me, like I had years and years and I ended up deleting everything because of the DMCA stuff, which really was another whole upsetting thing, but I won't get into that. But I had thousands of clips, literal thousands, and some of them were hilarious moments that I'm really upset that I've lost actually. But how many of them ever got more than 10 to 12 views? In all honesty, most didn't. And like all of that is brilliant for discoverability. It would have been brilliant for another feature on Twitch. Again, instead of doing like having to commit just to a live stream, you can go through the clips area and just scroll like the highlights. And how many people with the short attention spans that we all have in today's day and age, how many people would love to just watch 30-second clip, 30-second clip, 20-second clip, 10-second clip, 30-second, like it blows my mind that they haven't done anything with that yet. It seems to me like it's so shoot you in the face obvious and they haven't done it.
Yeah, like I when I'm watching streams, I like to clip for people, right? Like, hey, that's cool, clip, adjust it, edit it, make. But once I clip it, to me, most of the time it's just gone. Then it's bye.
Yeah.
And in reality, how many of your favorite content creators have been like, oh my god, clip that moment, and they're so happy you did. But again, they, and maybe 2 other people see it ever, if that. And then it's just lost into the nether realms of Twitch that, what a shame, because that was such a great moment in their stream. And you can have the best moment, the funniest line, the craziest play, the whatever it is. But if no one watches it, then it really happen?
That's a good point.
It's like a tree falling in the woods. So, if no one hears it. So it's the same concept to me. And it just, I really expect them to do something with clips at some point. And it just blows my mind that they haven't yet.
Or it's, and to kind of further add to what you're saying, when, a streamer calls for someone to clip something, it's not just one person that's clipping it. it's like 4 or 5 people who are clipping it, and then the first person to post it or the first 2 people are the only ones that really get any viewability on the clips. So you got a good point.
Yeah, but then again, like he's saying, if you integrate it into the system as a streamer, you can go through your clip list and decide like, yeah, I want to upload that clip up to the new clip section or something. You know what I mean? Like if they set it, and then you can actually edit and curate your clips and just post which ones you want to post to the area.
Yeah.
That
Absolutely.
I mean, why not? Like that's revenue and traffic that they're just kind of ignoring.
And that's the thing that blows my mind, because again, at the end of the day, I mean, fair or not, guys, it's us. We are, whether you're streaming or watching, you're the consumer, you're the product for Twitch. So I don't understand. They want us on the website as much as they can. And I understand that we're a live streaming platform. So that is the main thing. I'm not trying to say let's get rid of live streams for this. But I really think when you look at how popular a thing like TikTok or Instagram stories, things like that, how unbelievably popular, how many hours people sink into just flicking through that. Twitch, like, this is free money. This is money waiting on the table for you guys, and you just need to make the program. And don't tell me, Twitch, that you are struggling so much that you can't hire 1 or 2 people to work on that.
Right? Like, I'm certain there's.
But then again, I mean, if you look at it from that perspective, the live stream platform is kind of starting to dwindle. Like, why do you need it? Right? Because if you have any form of community, you could live stream in Discord if you want to your people, or there's so many options that Twitch needs to evolve a little more than just live streaming.
Exactly. And that's the problem. As social media develops, and we're seeing it more and more of these different companies or these different platforms, they're incorporating things off of each other. Like, I think, was it Snapchat or something that originally did the story concept, or I don't know.
It was Snapchat, yeah, and then Instagram came and stole the idea.
Yeah,
and then YouTube has it now.
Yeah, and now the only people that use Snapchat are people that want to send nudes that are gone in 10 seconds. Like, Snapchat died because they didn't keep evolving. Whereas, or I guess for people that are taking photos with filters or whatever. But most, like, Snapchat is not what it once was, because now the people that were using that part of Snapchat have all moved on to things like Instagram, because they were already doing the photos there. So now, I can also get my stories here too. And I know people are obsessed with that sort of stuff. So Twitch has to think this through too, because they're the leading platform for live streaming. I'm not trying to debate that. They're killing it over YouTube, Facebook, any of the major companies trying, and all the no-namers like Sorry Mixer, but that aren't really relevant to the conversation even. But the problem is, that's today's fad. What's going to be the situation 5 years from now? What about, heck, a year from now? Look at the world 2 years ago versus today. Like, it's very different.
Yeah.
So,
or even just a decade ago, that it may be a bigger time span, but I mean, between 1900 and 1950, there was like a large revolutionary change, and we did just that or even more change between 2010 and 2020.
Oh, absolutely. Massively different. And I feel like Twitch needs to be very aware that, we're the number 1 platform right now. We are the location that people want to stream. If you asked any live streamer right now, you can be the number 1 person on any platform. Where's it going to be? If they said anything other than Twitch, they're wrong. They made a bad decision. Twitch is the place to be right now if you're a live streamer. But will it be 5 years from now? And that I can't tell you, because if they don't evolve with things like clips and discoverability, more and more people, because like YouTube, for example, I think they have a terrible layout. That's why I don't like streaming on YouTube. But I gotta be honest, between the discoverability, between the I guess the shorts, or they call them there shorts, I believe, they're doing the right things to evolve, and people are already there for videos. So it's very easy to make that video to live stream transition, especially because live streaming is so accepted now. It's not as big of a stretch as it once was. Whereas Twitch, it's like, well, if I'm putting out videos on YouTube, shorts on Instagram, I'm doing Instagram stories and stuff as well. Well, why don't I just stream on YouTube? Why would I go to another platform on top of that? So I'm worried about Twitch's long-term stickability if they don't evolve.
Exactly.
Mm.
I don't, because even the level of content, like we've seen them put in a lot more channels. Like now you actually have the category of podcasts and talk shows, right? When
Yeah.
before you just had just chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, the the type of content is also evolving. Like people have clearly made it that they want some more adult friendly content. Not, it doesn't have to be lewd content, but just more acceptable for older people. And but again, you still have so many young people that want to be in there, and I it's like I don't want them to do a YouTube, right?
Mm.
Because YouTube wrecks so much trying to accommodate everybody.
Oh yeah,
So
no, you're 100% right. But I think that's on the flip side, just the devil's advocate. It is Twitch also has to decide what level of acceptable content do they have, because there is, I mean, that's a whole other ball game, right? Of what's acceptable, what isn't, what gets banned, why are they banned for 3 days, whereas this person was banned for a month, this person was permanently banned. There's all sorts of issues there as well. And I mean, when here's the thing. Let me pre-frame by saying I am totally okay with anything and everything. As people want to stream it, do it. I feel nothing but like, hey, if you can get someone to watch that, heck yeah, do it up. But as soon as they made the hot tub area, what they said is we are okay with this. So that's fine. I don't care. Listen, if that's what you want to watch, especially if that's what you want to spend money on, all the power to you and
No,
all the
I
power to the
preferred it
person
that
doing
way,
it.
right?
Yeah,
Because if they're going to
I agree.
stream it, might as well isolate them in their own little area.
I fully agree. I said for the longest time that they should have their own area, and that's great. But the problem is now you've said I'm okay with having adult style content. Basically, I maybe softcore might be stretching it a bit, but some of them are almost softcore. And that's, again, I'm fine with that. But then you have to understand that you're saying on your website there's an area that is adult friendly. Let's go with it's adult friendly, and again, that's fine. But if that's going to mess with your advertiser dollars, and like, you just have to pick a direction. Either it's allowed or it's not allowed, and let the streamers file in or filter into the areas that they find appropriate. And I have no problem if Twitch said, hey, we're gonna make it so that there's an 18 plus area that you have to confirm you're 18 before you're allowed to even click into that area. I have no problems with that. Advertisers might, and then they have to figure that out. But it's just like right now, I feel like the mixed messaging is kind of an issue that right now they have a band-aid on it, but at some point they're gonna have to figure out if they're gonna either sew up the wound or amputate the arm.
Yeah, I gotcha. But this is gonna be a real greasy transition per usual.
Let's do it.
At least we don't have to cut the arm off for the speed round.
Sorry, there will be no boobs in the speed round.
No boobs in the speed round.
Thank God, because I have a real issue with my speed already. And if you threw the boob thing,
all right.
Jokes.
So our speed round, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. You only have 60 seconds to answer as many as you can. I'm gonna give you the first question. It's super easy. You get to know it right off the bat. As soon as I say go, timer goes off. Okay, your first question is favorite color. Are you ready?
I have so many colors I like, though. Okay, let's go.
All right. What's your favorite color? As soon as you answer, we're going.
Purple.
All right. Favorite color is purple. Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Favorite guitar brand?
Gretsch.
Favorite color on a guitar?
Currently seafoam green.
Seafoam green. All right. Favorite Canadian city?
No such thing as a good city. Oh, got him. Kingston.
All right. Least favorite song to play?
Freebird.
Story or action in video games?
Story.
Preferred string brand for your guitars?
Ernie balls.
Ernie balls? Hey, that's a good answer. I like them on my bases. Favorite genre to play?
Right now, pirate metal.
Pirate 100%. Metal?
Yeah. Okay. Hailstorm all day, every day.
Preferred genre to listen to? 3, 2,
90s alt.
1. All right. The rest of them...
The problem with that one, that's a tough one, the last one, because I like so many different things, and like you ask me day in, day out, like my answer's gonna change. Not even day in, day out. Like you ask me now, you ask me 10 minutes from now, I'm gonna have a totally different set list that I'm like, this is what you need to listen to. This is so good.
Dude, I know. I go from listening to metal to rock to like fucking 90s rock, because it's not metal anymore, it's classic rock. Metallica, then I'll go to Drake, Eminem, Limp Bizkit to go into neo metal. Fucking country's a mood all on its own, so I get it.
I love country. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. That's my summer day, windows down.
What are we talking when you say country?
I'm okay, so a mixture. So I like some of the old stuff, but honestly, I'm like, again, 90s. Like if I'm feeling it could be emo Rascal Flatts sort of style stuff. It could be more like feel good, like Kenny Chesney, or like just I'm all over the map again, man. I like everything.
We won't judge you as long as you don't like anything after the year 2010 in country. Just yeah.
I feel ya.
Taylor Swift is not country.
Exactly.
That's when Texas country here became so popular.
Yeah.
Oh, no, puzzle. And, look up Ailstorm for pirate metal.
Oh yeah, that's Ailstorm, and like everything they do is unbelievable. Like Drink, Hangover, Mexico.
They have a song called Mexico.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Great song. Anyways, and I wanted to say, because crazy, I saw when I said Freebird, I saw the reaction. I gotta tell you, let me explain to you. I like the song. I've played the song so many times, and it's like 8 minutes long, and the first 4 minutes are like G, C, D, G, C, D, and then it's like crazy solo, crazy solo, crazy solo, and then it's like G, C, D.
Because it's like that's one of the first songs everybody learns, right? Freebird or Stairway to Heaven, right?
Yeah, I don't actually have Stairway to Heaven downloaded for that very reason. I get asked to play it almost every day, and every day I'm like, nope.
I asked you to play it
today. Yep, you are one of the many. And the other one, honorable mention, is Dragon Force's Through the Fire and Flames. I get asked to play that song. There were, back when I was like at my most popular on Twitch playing Rocksmith, I would, and I'm not exaggerating, I'd be asked to play it 7 or 8, 9 times a day. And Jesus. I was like, I can't, guys. It's a 10-minute song, and I'm gonna, like, it's not like I play it well. Do you guys see how stupid fast that song is? Like, I can play parts of it. There I can get like 95% of it. But there's parts where I'm like, every 8th note, I kind of sort of get it, but it sounds off. Like, it's just bad.
So Peach, we got to swing by his stream one day and then just drop some Iron Butterfly and say, there you go.
Yeah, hey, eventually. You sub at the same time, I'll play whatever. I am more than willing. I'll be like, yeah, I love Freebird. Freebird's my favorite, guys. It's a great song. Thank you for requesting it.
Yeah, great song. Like, fucking
that Stairway to Heaven is that song that you learn by yourself, and then that's just like your solo jam.
Yeah,
you chill out.
It's wicked to be able to say that you can play the full solo from Stairway to Heaven at speed. That's a really cool thing. Yeah. Like, wow, that's awesome that you can do that. Never show me. You don't need to. It's fine. I've got you. Yeah, great job, man.
Believe you.
Like,
yeah,
killed it.
I'll play Thunderstruck.
Yeah, Thunderstruck's another one
of the songs. Yeah. What's
up, y'all? I hadn't played Thunderstruck in years. I finally just re-downloaded it like a week ago. I played it one time, and I'm trying very, very subtly to just not mention it to people anymore.
What is the one song that you can just play over and over and over?
Right now, literally any of the Ailstorm songs. Like any of them. You have to go into C standard. So I have a Wanda here set to C standard, and I'm so into them. They put me in such a good mood. I can't even tell you. Every single one of them, I go, this is my favorite song by them. It's so good. Then I go to the next. I'm like, actually, this is my favorite song by them. It's so good. Then I play another one. I'm like, what was I thinking? I forgot how good this one is.
Another one.
Another one. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh,
no, I love it. I love it.
I get it. I'm a little like that with Weezer when it comes to Rocksmith, because I mean they're all almost in the same key, and some of them are the same notes, but they're still challenging in their own way.
I was gonna say Weezer is famous for the 4-chord songs, right?
No, that's Green Day.
Green Day. Oh.
Green Day's notorious for the same power chord like all throughout.
Yeah. There's a few, honestly. Like, I'll tell you the truth. A lot of people give Green Day shit over that. A lot of people give Nickelback shit over that, and it's true. It's 100% true. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, you could also name 300 other bands that do the exact same thing. If you really look at anything that was put out on the radio since, let's say, 2010, I could teach you 4 chords right now, and you could play 95% of what you hear on the radio. Yeah. Like, it's just C, G, D, E minor. Maybe if you really want to get like exotic, A minor and D minor.
People are like, no minors around here.
Yeah. Listen, it's like, what about an F chord? No, that one's too complex.
No,
they don't know how to do that.
We don't talk about F chords. We don't talk about F chords.
Yeah.
The scale, maybe. The F chord, no. Get the fuck out of here. I feel you.
It's too true though. Like, I mean, that's literally everything on the radio. Once you start to learn, because I've started to teach myself music theory now as well, and everything, if you understand basically just scales, like the basic scale, major scale, everything is 1-4-6-4. That's all it is. It's 3 chords. It's your bass, so like a C chord, then the 4th one in said scale, so in a C would be your F chord, then your 6, which is your A chord, and then back to your 4th. That's literally the whole song. You can just play those 3 chords in that order, and you can play along with just about everything.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. Like, I played music for years, like middle school, high school, like 3 years in college. Like, yeah, you're absolutely right. They all revolve around each other, and every other scale that matches the original scale that you're playing is just a 4th of that.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where, again, it's confusing and complicated. I'm not here obviously to go like, okay guys, let me teach you music theory here. But and I'm not the right person to ask because I'm still learning it myself. But I gotta tell you, like, more and more, I'm like, I can, whenever there's a moment of silence or like there's not actual guitar in a song that I'm not playing the part of, I just ad-lib now because I'm very aware that, okay, like, hey, this one's in, okay, key of C, so I know all of this is going to sound good. Oh, key of G, they're really exotic. They took the F and made it a sharp. Congratulations. Like, now the same thing as everything else. And it's very, like, once you start to learn how to recognize that, and again, I'm not trying to hate on anyone who likes today's music, because there is some good stuff out there. But the stuff that came out in the last 10 years, I mean, you literally, if you can learn 4 chords, you can play everything. It's wild.
Hey, Euphoric, don't let nobody get you like that, man. I play tabs.
Yeah, that's how that's how I initially learned to play guitar, and then I stopped playing for like 7 years, and I picked it up again this year. And
I'm gonna say right now, anyone who thinks that they're too good to play tabs is an idiot. Tabs are an amazing way to play. There's nothing wrong with tabs.
You'll eventually learn like where the notes are, and that's not fucking hard.
Yeah.
So,
and I stand by. Tabs are great because it's also, like, me, I have a real issue with memorizing. So you can tell me, all right, it's a C, G, D, C is your chord progression. I'll be like, okay, C, G, D, C, C, G, D, C, G, C. No, that's not right. What was it? Where am I now? Oh, fuck. And so, like, whereas if you learn the tab, then you just, like, you know where your fingers are going and you just follow along, and it's awesome. And you look like you're a friggin' professional. So it's awesome.
That's how I learned how to play one on the guitar. Like, that was the first song I learned. I never learned how to play Stairway to Heaven or Thunderstruck. Like, I didn't start learning Thunderstruck till recently. And even then, like, I pulled up the tabs.
Yeah,
nothing else matters.
Fucking easier. Yeah. Hey, that was the second song I learned. Okay.
Yeah, get it right.
Yeah, that's like the easiest one.
I was 16 with an acoustic guitar. Leave me alone.
Just your lowest one.
Wait.
Go up.
You didn't learn Wonderwall? Wonderwall?
Oh, I fucking hate Wonderwall. No.
That's, again, what a great example of a 4-chord song where you literally take 2 of your fingers, your 3rd and 4th finger, and you don't move them. You only move these 2 fingers. And that's welcome to the entire song of Wonderwall. That's why you hear it on every college campus. Anytime you see anyone with a guitar, you're like, oh, I bet they're playing Wonderwall. You get there and they're like, I said maybe. You know, you're like, fuck.
Yep. So this is one of the questions in the speed round that we didn't really get a chance to ask you, and I just realized I didn't change it from the speed round logo. Scene, so my bad, guys. Yeah. Bad Alan.
It's the first time someone got longer than 60 seconds from me.
Gotcha.
I knew it.
So, what is your all-star Pokemon team? You only get 6 all-star. Any generation.
Okay,
obviously you're going with Charizard, right?
Here's the question. I've got to pre-frame with this. Am I going for power or am I going for cool Pokemon? Because it is going to make a difference.
Your wildest dreams.
Your wildest dream.
Okay, so if I was currently Ash Ketchum, 10 years old for the 30th year in a row, and I was building up my dream team.
Wow.
Okay. So I would probably, so I'm OG, so I would stick with the 150 originals. So I would go 100% Charizard. I'd have to probably go Venusaur and Blastoise. Blastoise is debatable though, I gotta be honest, and I'll explain why. Gengar.
Okay, Gengar, yeah.
Gengar, 100%. Dragonite. Alakazam.
Really? Yeah. Not even a Mewtwo in there?
Mewtwo, you know, I get it. I get the love for Mewtwo. He was kind of like, again, he was your cheat code. He was at the end of the game. You wanted to admit that, like, okay, I beat the game and now I can do anything I want. You put Mewtwo on your team. The truth is, Alakazam was an actual, like, a more realistic Pokemon that you would have caught as an Abra, and you were able to level him up. And now, granted, the Gengar and Alakazam, you had to have a friend to trade with to get. So that also made them even that much cooler. Because if you didn't have a friend with the link cable and stuff, you were stuck with a Haunter and a Kadabra. And they were both wicked, but you knew there was better. You knew there was more. So when you were able to get those two, it was just wicked. And then I'm pulling into your chat for a second here. And as a bit more of an adult, I finally learned that because I'm sure you guys playing the original Pokemon, everyone tried to get Mew. Mew was like, there was a million rumors on how to get Mew. Like if you leave the ship docked and you get Surf, and then without doing it, and you can find like this truck, and if you press the A button by the B button 50 times by the truck, and like there was always a million things. Anyways, as an adult, I actually learned how you get Mew for real in Pokemon Red or Pokemon Blue. And when I did that for my first time, it was such a moment for me to get Mew and to legitimately get Mew in the original Pokemon, that Mewtwo became trash tier to me from then on.
He just subpar.
Yeah. Mewtwo, dude, you know what? Was just a stupid clone version of the cool Pokemon Mew.
You know what? I have to agree with you, because I got Mew when I was younger in my Pokemon Yellow, and I ended up I had Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Blue, and I had an extra Game Boy that belonged to my older sister. So I would like transfer it back and forth, and they both had the full Pokedex at 151. And I had Mewtwo benched in both of them.
Yeah, there you go.
So I totally agree. Like, once you get Mew at level 5 and you have to build them up, there's no point in Mewtwo anymore.
I'm also going to say I have to throw out a couple of honorable mentions, just because, again, people are talking in the chat. And, like, there's a few that, I mean, all right, like Pikachu, of course. I ran Pikachu pretty consistently as a kid. So, I mean, he's
Yellow, right? Who didn't play Pokemon Yellow?
And I'm always say I'm pretty basic. Like Charizard and Pikachu are my two favorites. So I'm basic, you know, I accept it. I always say I if I was at Starbucks right now, I'd be ordering a pumpkin spice latte, you know? So I'm fine with that. But I also have to say Pidgeot. If you got a Pidgeot was a sick Pokemon by the time you got fully evolved. Oh yeah, I love that one. So definite shout out there. And then I saw as well the Articuno in chat. And Articuno was my favorite of the legendary. So then often made it on my team. But again, just because I only can take 6 right now, and I'm in my head, I'm picturing Charizard would be able to use Fly, even though he couldn't in the original. Whatever, it's fine game. In reality, I could ride my Charizard around, so I don't need a flying Pokemon. And the last one, and I put the asterisk on Blastoise for this, is I would have a hard time saying no to a Gyarados as well.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I would take a Gyarados over a Blastoise any day, even though Squirrel's my boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah. I have to agree.
But I mean, how sick was it when, like, the first time when the guy was like 500 Poké-Dollars for this great Pokemon, and you're like, oh, sweet, like a Magikarp, what's that? And it's splashed in the battle, and you're like, this what? And you thought like I wasted it. But then if you were like me, I was like, because even as a kid, I was like, there's something fishy about this. No pun intended on the Magikarp thing. But there was something fishy about this. Why is it that there's a Pokemon that only knew Splash and it doesn't do damage? So I tried bringing it like into the water, and like once I had Surf, and I was like, does that work? And like, no. And okay, so then I was like, something's up. There's something going on with this Pokemon. So it was later in the game, but I remember I like, okay, I'm gonna do like the old like start him in the battle, trade him out, use Charizard to beat everything. And when it hit level 20 and when it evolved, I was like, I knew it. I knew it. And it was such a cool moment.
And it's like you bring up Pidgeot. Like, I would have never beat the Final Four the very first time if I didn't have him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he always goes first. He was the fastest Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was up there. There. I think technically the fastest. I'm trying to remember now for the life of me. I know Starmie, I think, was the fastest water type, but I'm trying to think who was the fastest overall. I mean, whoever had Quick Attack was automatically the fastest. But
yeah.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. But I used to. It's so funny because now I'm old, so I don't remember it all. But if you would ask like 15-year-old or 13-year-old me, I could have named off like these are the top 5 fastest speed stats based on this. But this is why you wouldn't take this one, but you would take this one. But you give them an X speed so they, like I was such a nerd about it all. I loved it. I just loved it.
Nice. No, yeah, dude. I used to be that way too, but now we are at the point of the podcast where, chat, if you got questions for our boy Bloomer, please throw them in.
Line them up.
Line them up.
My life is an open book to you, chat, but only for this round. That's it. After that, we're putting the walls back up like Mr. Mime.
Yeah. Look. I even have the ding effect ready.
And I know we're kind of back on Pokemon when I say this, but can we just throw out that Mr. Mime would probably be the most terrifying Pokemon to be chased by?
Dude, definitely.
Right? Like, I mean, just imagine you're a 10-year-old, right? And you're walking through the woods and a Mr. Mime pops out at you.
I'm just saying, like, if Mr. Mime is chasing you, you're hoping all he's going to do is kill you. Like, Mr. Mime is a terrifying creature.
Oh, Euphoric. It's the blue one named Orlando Bloom.
The Seafoam Green one.
It's Seafoam Green. So this electromatic, what it actually is. So I'll just say it's a special edition because that Seafoam Green in I don't know how many they ran actually in total, probably thousands, but in Ontario, they in my home province here, they only release something like 20 or 25 of them. That's it. And ironically, there's another Twitch streamer far, far, far more famous than I am who has the exact same guitar. And when I told her that we had the same guitar, she was like, well, not the same color. And I was like, no, like the same color. How cool is that? And she never responded. She got really offended that I had the same guitar as her. So
how dare you have the same how dare you have the same Seafoam Green as her?
Well, I feel like she probably at the store was like, I want something really like, and like, oh, it's beautiful and this and that. And she was really excited about it. And they were like, oh, it's a super limited run. You're not going to see anyone else with this. Like, so she probably like, because it was like an extra $100 to get the limited edition one. So she probably paid it and was like, at least no one's going to have the same guitar as me. Like, haha. And then like 2 weeks later, some little no-name streamer with 11 viewers is like, we have the same guitar. Like, want a picture of mine? Like, you know what I mean? So I could see why, but at the same time, I was like, I was hoping she would want to be friends over it, not hate me because of it. So
some people, man, are just super petty. Here's a question from Puzzled. What's your favorite dinosaur?
favorite dinosaur? Wow, that is a loaded question because there's so many cool dinosaurs. Now, again, if we're gonna talk about wow.
You said well earlier. I have to. I'm contractually obligated.
No, it's fair. That's absolutely fair. It's like if somebody says to be fair, then everyone else should chime in with that to be fair or something like that. Because if you've ever watched Letterkenny, that's a running joke. And if you haven't watched Letterkenny, you should, because all Canadians would recommend Letterkenny.
If you haven't watched Letterkenny, you should give your balls a tug.
Yeah, there we go. I love it. I love it.
Guys, to be fair.
To be fair,
I don't think I've seen an episode of Letterkenny.
Wow.
Maybe.
You should. It's the best thing.
You just gotta say, oh, shut up, Peach. Go give your balls a tug.
It's Letterkenny is without a doubt the best Canadian television show ever. Like, I'm just saying it. All other Canadian shows, even Mr. Dress Up, throw out to all the kids watching there. Mr. Dress Up was cool, but no, Letterkenny is great.
The Drew Carey show was my favorite Canadian show.
Was that Canadian? No kidding.
Drew Carey?
I had no idea, but he was Canadian.
I'm still giving it to Letterkenny, but that would be a good honorable mention. Favorite dinosaur, though? Gosh, man. Okay. Because, like, here's the thing. Velociraptor, if you look at, like, Jurassic Park style or Jurassic World style, was really, really cool. But that's not what the Velociraptor really was. Really, like, the Velociraptor is only, like, this big, which is... I don't know, like that's just like a chicken. And don't get me wrong, they're delicious, but I wouldn't say the chicken's my favorite bird, you know? So I don't feel like the Velociraptor in real life would be up there. T-Rex, very basic, is a good one. Triceratops, I gotta tell you, has some good points to it. No? Ding?
Yeah. Oh, okay, my bad.
Dang.
I wasn't paying attention.
That's okay. I saw you wandering off. This is not the first time people have wandered off while I'm talking. Don't worry.
Trust me. I'm ADHD. I'll wander off, but I always come back, and I heard every single word you said.
Yeah, but I'm also paying attention. Triceratops, Stegosaurus is pretty cool. What was the one? What was that one? I'm trying to think. I had one. So when I was a kid, I had these little dinosaur toys. There was about 6 of them, and they were about that big each, and I thought they were the coolest thing on the planet. And I don't know what the one was. But it was almost like a Triceratops, but instead of the 3-horn thing, it had it wasn't a Stegosaurus, but it had 2 horns going back and a thing around its neck. And I don't know what it was, but it was really cool. And if I could know the name of that one, that would probably get my...
Hang on, I got you.
Yeah, Quetzals are a giant pterodactyl.
Dino with, oh my god, spikes on its back, you said? No, not spikes on its back.
It wasn't on its back, no. And that's the problem. Maybe it wasn't even a real dinosaur for all I know. It was just like a toy whatever that they were like, it's kind of a dinosaur. Kids
did it have one horn coming off the snout? And then kind of like a fin with the spikes behind it, like right here on the head?
It definitely had a fin. I feel like it had 2 almost like horns going back, but I'd have to see the picture to be honest. I don't know. Let's just, you know what? T-Rex. I like the T-Rex.
I'm a Ankylosaurus fan myself.
Nice.
Wow.
What's the name of the one that's in the water with the flippers, but it still looks like a brontosaurus kind of, but then like a flat.
Yeah. Shoot. I'm
gonna go for Aquatobrontosaurus.
Yeah, that's the Aquatobrontosaurus. That's the one.
You're talking about the Loch Ness Monster.
Basically, yeah, the Loch Ness Monster, but a dinosaur. Loch Ness dinosaur? Could that be it?
Oh my god, I'm a fucking dumbass. I typed Brontosaurus water Pokemon. Oh, brain's a little behind.
How much have you had to drink?
Too much, man.
It's because we were talking about Pokemon, and let's just be real. We all wish Pokemon were real.
It's not the Plesiosaur, right?
Plesiosaurus?
So, if Pokemon were real, do you think people would eat them like they do wild animals?
Oh, absolutely they would. Yeah. And for the record, yeah, that's a sick one. That's the Plesiosaurus or Plesiosaurus or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's a sick looking water type. Like, that if you release that from the Pokeball, people would be like, oh shit, like that's like,
So,
please return Squirtle.
It's a Lapras.
Basically,
I never made the connection. It was a Lapras.
A Lapras with a giant neck with like massive teeth, and it doesn't use Ice Beam to like, oh haha, gotcha. No, it eats you. It when Lapras uses Bite, it lets go. This thing does not let go.
Fair.
It takes chunks with it.
That's fair. Oh yeah. Yolk went to the Royal Tyrell Museum this past weekend.
That's pretty neat, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to be
Canadians.
I'd love to be going to like museums and stuff again. It's been so long since like I feel like I've left the house. So
I was gonna say, are y'all still kind of, locked down a little, or are y'all opening up?
So Ontario, Canada had apparently the longest lockdown on the planet. And I mean that seriously.
Yeah.
We actually had the longest lockdown on the entire planet. So we're getting back to like things are sort of open at like limited capacity. It's stuff like I've still seen people waiting outside in a line at the grocery store, things like that. But we're at least you can go to the grocery store again. At least, there's some dine-in stuff. It's mostly only outdoors, like if there's a patio and you still have to wear a mask while you walk to the table, then you take it off between bites. And like it's pretty hardcore.
The one thing that I never understand.
Yeah. You see that 60-foot pole in the corner? Not touching the topic with it, because I am tired of the current.
Oh hell yeah!
That's what I'll leave it at, and let you guys draw your own conclusions from there.
It's fair. Chat, do you guys have any more questions about Bloomer and how he wins every stream with 500 push-ups?
So you guys want to? I wonder if I could see. Hold on, I'm going to tell you guys the exact number. It was just over 500, I think, today that we did. It was a lot. It was a whole lot.
I remember seeing the number 2 towards the end of your stream because I lurked the rest of the day, but I cannot.
538. 538 was the final tally. That's a lot. I gotta tell you. So like again, before I got on this stream, I was like, I should probably, do a few push-ups or something just to like make it so the arms have that pump. You guys know what I'm talking about? Like like before you go out to the bar when you were in college, you'd like do this like 10 times just to like so that your biceps would look a little bit bigger. I was like, I should do that so I look good on this stream. I went down to do one and I was like, my wrists are too sore. I'm not doing anything. Like, you guys get me for what I am today.
And that's exactly how we'll have it. So,
Puzzled, you did 500 push-ups also?
That's good. The difference is Puzzle didn't even try. They were doing them one arm the whole time. Like
I would pay to see her do one.
Like how much? Because I'm just saying, like, I'm sure everyone's got a price.
Mm-hmm.
So her price is probably just a batch of cookies.
Bloomer or on Twitch? Yeah. Bloomer on Twitch. Bloomer for the win.
Yeah. I'll let you guys shout me out. Haha.
Yeah, I will. So Bloomer, when can we find you?
So typically you can find me Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I take Wednesdays off usually. And that's usually around, give or take. It sometimes is a little earlier, sometimes a little later. I'll be honest. I do work outside of Twitch sometimes. So, not often, but sometimes. Mm-hmm. So I usually start around noon Eastern Standard Time and go until about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also on Saturdays typically start around 1 p.m. and go until chat just gets bored of me. That's usually again about 6 o'clock. Yeah. Well, they're probably bored by 2, but they're nice and they hang out with me for a few hours.
They put up with you until 6.
Yeah, they're like, well, this is good for Bloomer's ego, so we'll just stick around with them for a few more hours. But this week I did change Wednesday and Thursday, so I'm ironically not streaming tomorrow, but I'll be back on Friday, and again that's going to be right around noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are all Central people here, I'm just 1 hour ahead in the future. Sadly to tell you guys, still no flying cars, but hey, I'll let you know when it happens.
Well, will you fly down and tell us?
Well, I mean, I'd fly down and tell you, but unless the cars are much, much faster, by the time I get there, it'll be old news.
I was hoping for
probably like 2
yes
hours
and a
away is my
wink,
guess.
so I could
Oh,
give you the
okay,
good
hold
old
on.
ding.
Let me. Will you tell us? Why, of course I will.
Got him.
I like
Not
how
scripted.
Discord froze on me, like right when he's like.
So
that's a thumbnail.
Bloomer, it is tradition for us to allow our guests to tell us who we're rating. So wow. Do you have anyone that you would suggest for us to raid?
Let me take a look on my live list right now, because I have a lot of people I'm following. So there's usually someone.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have a preference on video game at all?
Nah, not at all.
Not really. All right,
as long as it's not rated R.
Yeah, well, I have my favorite hot tub streamer is on right now. So.
Okay.
My buddy, my good friend, he helps me run the Discord as well. I'm part of a multi-streamer Discord called the Community Lounge. He's one of the gentlemen that helps me run it. His name is Geek Gaming, and he's playing some Overwatch right now. I'd love to go say hi to him.
Geek Gaming. I hope this is the correct one. I'll make sure.
He'll be playing Overwatch, and he kind of looks like a potato. If he looks like a potato, then that would be him.
Perfect,
there's actually a streamer that we reached out to, and they are a talking potato on their stream.
Yeah. No. It's not a talking potato. It's a talking hamburger.
Talking hamburger. There you go. That's what it was.
Yeah. Critical lit.
Potato, hamburger. It's all the same.
Do you want me to link it to you, Peach, or anything like that, or you found him?
No, I think I found him.
Yeah, it's just Geek Gaming, so.
Cool. Yeah. So, guys, please spam our chat for this 19 female from California with a bra A cup size whose bio reads, I updated my bio today. This is it for now.
Quality content, Bloomer. This is how you win the masses over.
Exactly.
But I think the biggest key is not to win the masses, but just to find your people.
Yeah. 100%. The real truth is, listen, it's great to have more and more people join. I love it. I had the other day, I got hosted for 2,000 people. Actually, it was amazing. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, it was really cool rocking out playing guitar for 2,000 people for a bit. But I got to tell you the truth, those people, they come, they go. A lot of them will probably never come back. I'll just get an unfollow at some point and be like, oh, I wonder what happened. Who'd I piss off this time? But it's the people that do come in, whether it's every day, once a week, whether it's 10 minutes, an hour, whatever, the people that make their way back over and over, and just whether it's to, again, check up, see how things are, to spend the whole stream hanging out. Your crew, what I call my inner circle, those are the people that, like, I mean, they really are, and I mean this in all honesty, they are my closest friends, and they are the people that I absolutely love them. And I'm so happy every day that I get to go live to hang out with them. So if you're one of those people that, whether you already are or you'd like to be one of those people, I'd love to have you there. Seriously, I would.
And that's it, guys. That's it for today's show. Make sure to stick around for the raid
right there.
Gaming. What's up?
I said that's the clip right there.
That's the clip right there.
Ding.
I did the ding.
Got it.
Got it. We got it. It's good to roll, guys. That was fun. You guys have fun?
I can't hear anything you're saying.
I restarted it by mistake. You guys have fun today?
Oh yeah, it was a blast.
Yeah, guys, thanks for having me. It was great.
Dude, I have to say, your guitar playing for this song is spectacular.
Oh yeah.